Hello. That ain't working, right? What's up, champ? Had technical difficulties. Let me try this again, man. Okay, y'all. Oh, let me see if he back on. We still trying this interview. Yo. Can you try to join? Can you try to go back on Instagram? All right. What's going on with this thing? All right, let's see if we can get you on there now. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with this thing. Anyone who can see you. It still won't let you join. Let's just do it from the phone, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at my You want to try to come on from 40 tons? Yeah, man, this thing is. Shh. I don't know why it won't let me invite you in there. It's just got this one. It's enough. I don't know, man. Damn. I don't get this. Anyone who can see this person's live video will be able to watch. All right, let's just do it on the phone, bro. All right, hold on a second. Are you wearing green? Yeah, I don't know what's going on my screen, man. Everything is messed up, man. It's holding. I don't know. I don't understand why I can't see you. Or why I can't invite you. I mean, I can see you on the invite, but it won't let me invite you. But anyway, let me just go ahead and start it up. Hold on a second. All right. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just. All right, man. Can you guys hear him? Can you hear him, Bruce Martin? Say something for me, please, Corvain.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's just go ahead and get started, brother. Apologize for all the technical difficulties. I really don't even know what's going on here, and it's really got me vexed because this was an important, it's an important interview. But
the devil's busy. We ain't gonna let him win, though.
That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. Hey man, hopefully let's just go ahead and get it going.
Knock it out.
All right, let's go. Let's just start with the obvious, brother. What's your name and where you from?
I'm Corvain Cooper. I'm from South Central Los Angeles, and I was just serving a life sentence for a plant, and I just got pardoned January 20th, and
That's what's up. The POWs, and we're gonna talk about that too. I got some questions about that as well. Let's talk about for a minute your spiritual background, how it started, how it has evolved, and where it is today.
It started with my granny, rest in peace. She's the first person that took me to church and showed me my faith and showed me how God works. My mother was on drugs and a crack epidemic, and how I learned about God is they called everybody to the altar, and when they called everybody to the altar, my first prayer was to get my mother off the drugs. And when I seen the power of God, how far she was deep in the streets, and how He answered my prayer by me being asking for this by me not being a sinner at the time.
Mm-hmm.
My prayers was answered kind of faster, so it was just amazing to see Him work and really take her off the drugs and stuff like that. So then I knew God worked. So when I got in this situation where I got a life sentence without the possibility of parole when I was supposed to die in prison,
Mm-hmm.
I stood on that same faith, and I never accepted the license. I would get denied in court. Obama denied me in clemency. I would get denied. Even though I had the right, correct laws, the right, correct stuff going on, I still never accepted that I'm going to ever do life. I always would call home and make sure I told everybody, like, yeah, I want to look for that spot or look for that car or do this or do stocks. And I would always do my bid on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I would call my kids, do my bid on the streets. But it's just amazing that I just stood on it. I said, I'm going to leave when Trump leaves. I'm going to leave. I left when Trump left. And people was wondering how. I said, because you're looking at Trump. I'm looking at God, and God can place on anybody's heart, no matter what that person's going through. God is the real ruler over everything, so He can make them sign the paper. You know what I mean? So people were just looking at Him as a person. He's just a vessel. He's just one human being. They got trillions of human beings, billions of human beings. He's just one person that works. You know what I mean?
I can dig it, brother. While you're you said like at the time you said earlier when you had your prayers answered at the time when you were 11 that you weren't a sinner, and then later on did you? And I'm not a judge. And later on, do you think that there was a time when where your prayers weren't answered, when you were doing things that might have been considered wrong?
Yeah,
or did you
yeah,
or let me
I actually do.
I
think it's easier to ask God once you're coming to Him pure. You know what I mean? Once you're coming to Him right, but He knows your heart and He knows that you're trying. Everybody's a sinner, so He needs to see that you're trying and you're putting up your full effort of what you want to do. Like, because even when I sold weed, I still paid tithes on my weed. So if I made $100,000, I took $10,000 to church. You know what I mean? So I still felt like I was trying to do the right thing. I was trying to pay the tithes. I was only selling weed. I wasn't hurting nobody. You know, but all in all, it has an overlook of everything. So like, I have a book coming out on 420. Well, I'm trying to release it on 420. It's called Look Into My Eyes. But during the time that I'm trying to, it's a series. So you got to read part 1, part 2. You got to see my growth. See how I got to this today, because I wasn't always like this, but I had to grow to get here. So that's the main thing I want people to know. That I had to grow to get here. And as you look at 40 Tons is a social impact grant that the proceeds will go towards. I don't want to be my face on a shirt, but I don't want my face on a shirt. I want it's justice for somebody else. My justice has already been served. I need Parker Coleman's face on a shirt, Luke's shirt, 40,000 others. If we can only get 1%, get 400 people out of the 40,000 people. If 40 Tons can do that and get 40 people out, I would be glad to have 40 shirts with their face on it. The proceeds go to them. You know what I mean? So that's the whole thing. So when people go to 40tons.co, that's what they're a part of. They're a part of something that I know what's going on the inside. I'm getting letters every day. What's going on the inside? You know what I mean? Like they're like, yeah, there's stuff going on. People get stabbed. It's bad in there. I got 10 letters in there. I get 15 calls a day. I'm in touch with what's going on. You know what I mean? So I didn't turn my back on them, and I'm out here to get on the right platform to do the right thing, because God had to do all this for a reason. So I have to see the reason that he did it for, and I have to utilize it.
I can dig it. Starting with the cannabis and the plant. When was your first experience like trying it actually as a smoker, or when was the first time you tried the plant or introduced to it?
I would say maybe 14. I started doing dabbling and like, let me see what everybody's smoking this stuff for.
Right. I mean, you grew up in Cali, so I'm sure the culture was heavy there. It didn't
the culture heavy, but I'm scared of drugs because I seen what it did to my mom.
Got you.
So I don't never really want to get addicted to any kind of drug. You know what I'm saying? And my dad hustled. You know what I'm saying? So he hustled with Harry Yo and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So he was like a legendary hustler, and so he getting the money from it. But I don't want
the addiction part. Gotcha.
So I'm scared of the addiction part. You know what I mean? So I'm dibble dabbling in it, but I didn't start really smoking until I was older. I was dibble dabbling and just get high, just on small little kids. Just I want to have fun. You know what I mean?
And then as you got older, you came. Were you ever like a regular smoker, or was it just always kind of don't get high off your own supply kind of thing?
I'm always don't get high off your own supply. That's the number one rule. You know what I mean? Like
right.
I definitely read the 10 crack a minute. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely not into selling the weed and smoking it. You know what I mean? So and actually, what worked out perfect for me, the weed that I actually sold was like Arizona and stress, so stuff that I didn't even want to smoke. So it makes you focus, you know what I'm saying? It makes you focus more on getting the money.
Right, I'm not smoking this anyway.
That's how I got to reach 40 tons. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
I reached that level in the game because there was nothing that I wanted to smoke. I was more into trying to get the next car, the next house, or the next, you know what I mean? I was more into it for that instead of being into it for the usage of it.
I got you. Now, when you was in school, did you ever like sell candy or donuts? Anything like that, trinkets?
No, I was always a hustler, and I'm a people person. So that kind of helped me. You know what I mean? So once I started hustling, I'm like a monster. I don't want to stop until the job's done. I'm not gonna leave the block till the job's done. I made $42,000 selling tennis shoes in a month and a half. Just standing in front of the swap meet. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of ability of hustling that I have. It's just when I would have the fake Air Force Ones. You know what I mean? Like that level of the game in like 2008 when the recession hit.
I remember.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? When the recession hit, you got to get out there now. You know what I mean? And then when you sell AZ and stress, when you're in Cali, it's bad because the borders are closed, so you can't get no work right now. So we need to see who's the real hustlers and who's not.
And you had to switch it up.
So I had to switch it up, and this is when boys got to turn to men. You know what I mean? Because now you got kids. You know what I mean? So what you gonna tell your daughter? You can't pay. You got her in private school. You can't pay for her private school now.
And
you know what I mean?
Right,
so,
when the well dry, you still got
time out on that.
Right. Got you. Well, let's talk about your story a little bit. How you started with, like, how much you started with, and how did you get to 40 tons?
I started with an eighth. You know what I mean? Back in 03.
Okay.
I started with an eighth. You know what I mean? So then I flipped that to an ounce. You know what I mean? Then I flipped that to the next level. You know, I just kept flipping. You know what I mean? So I got to a pound, but what originally made it go faster was people like, damn, how do you get that fast? How do you get so fast? What happened is I started learning. Somebody taught me how to send it out of town. So once I learned that, okay, boom, if I'm in LA, and I send it out of town, and I get double. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe that for this trash that we get 200, 300, you guys want to pay 600. So now you got 10 of them for 3,000. They want to pay 6,000, and they can't wait to pay. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Because that's the best stuff they getting. That's the best stuff they getting in their life, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like amazing to your brain that you're like, damn, people actually, they dying for this, and then the money, see what happens is the money's moving back so fast.
Right.
You overnight the package, right?
Mm-hmm.
You overnight the package at 4, because you want to go in there late, because you want to be right for the cutoff, so your box just won't be just sitting in there.
Mm-hmm.
You going to your box. It's 4:30 cutoff, you want to go down there at 4. It's going to make it out there at 7, 8 in the morning. So now they're sending the money back before you even, right now, you just woke up at 9, they're already sending the money back in the account. So by 12 o'clock, you already got your money out of here in LA. So they put the money in the bank account. So that's why the numbers, when people see the trial and they see the numbers, that's why the numbers, let's just say you originally only had $3,000. So you're the person, you had $3,000. You got to connect on the other side of the world. But you really don't need $1 million because you make $3,000. Then that $3,000.
You breaking up a little bit.
I said now you're making $3,000 a day off of this
one plug
round that you only had. Yeah, you only had one. You only had 3,000 to start off with in the whole in the entire program.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's flipping and doubling and quadrupling.
Man, all $3,000 for somebody, as long as you got a solid person on the other side of the world, you guys are all on the same accord. That's all you needed to start with, and you just need the boxes. That's of course sometimes the box is not gonna make it, but
right.
Yeah, that's how the numbers got up so fast and so large in a short period of time.
So like how long did it take you to get from the eighth to the ton?
You got to figure about by year 2.
Okay.
Then you're gonna start moving 1,000 pounds. Then you're gonna start, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna move up because your dollars is moving up.
Right. You can get more. You get more product and
you can get more product. You can afford more. You know what I mean? So
more inventory.
You can do more with it. So that's what it is.
You can scale. That's just called scaling. That's what they do. That's just called scaling the business.
You just scaling.
That's what's up. Let me see now. Okay, so how much? And I'm not trying to be no, whatever's out there, whatever you can talk about or you can't, is cool.
I
but,
can talk about everything. Man.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm not telling nobody that they don't know. You know, they go on Pacer. This is public information.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
That's what's up. What's the most you made? I'm talking about net in a year. Your best year.
Net in a year.
Yeah.
I would say $2 million. Probably the best net in a year. Yeah.
That's what's up.
But see, at this time I'm young, so you're
right. You spending it just as much as it's coming in.
So
right.
When you look back, that's why the book is called "Look into My Eyes" because you're doing foolish things. You know what I mean? So you're like, I looked up, like I was so bored in jail one day. And I looked, I said, damn, that year I spent $500,000 on nothing. Then this was $26,000 on car washes this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got bored in jail and just started adding up meaningless things that I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, when Real came out with the ice creams, like, I might have had $13,000 worth of ice cream. You know what I'm saying? I was going off the ice. I flew to New York just to get a pair that nobody else had. You know what I mean? Like, it was ridiculous. You know, so sometimes you just do ridiculous stuff, and then I lost Louis shit at the airport. You know what I mean? Like, you're buying things and you're not knowing if you would have invested
right.
in the right, correct things on how you would have been today.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
right.
Now that I know about investments and stuff like that, you're supposed to have 40, 50 million today just off those investments.
Right.
Getting in front of the curve. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what, man? I mean, even with that, they gonna come and get that too, man. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. They come get everything.
Yeah.
They don't play no games. You know what I mean?
They gonna
dead serious about it. That's the first thing they want is the asset.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the first thing they want is what did you make during this whole little thing? You know what I mean?
They want their money. Yeah, they're gonna
so
split it up.
So you'll be mad. See, the thing that they can't take is let's say you did all that and you saved all the money, like you said. Now they come get the money, but you can't take my memory. You know what I mean? The memories that I had.
Right.
They couldn't You
But
know what
that
I mean?
and yeah, and on top of that, the experiences that you've learned, like, you know, everything is risk reward, and you gonna you gonna learn or you not. So you learn, and you got a second chance. But all that knowledge you attained during them years of growing your business, you can move those. You can still use those same principles. They real world
Yeah, yeah,
principles,
yeah, yeah.
you know.
Right, right.
Hustling, like, I mean, just working hard and hustling is you know, the I think I got some people's that do stuff or whatever. You know, my nephew,
Right.
and I remember talking to him a couple of years ago, and I was like, dude, you know, you can sell anything, right? Like, you don't just have to sell one product, and that's all you got to do to get yourself away from it. You know what I mean? But I think the lifestyle and the glamour of it and it's a street cred that people get with it too today. Like, I think they keep you kind of in
Yeah.
it too. You know, you being that nigga on the street. It's like, yeah, that he, you know, getting those like you said, like Harry O. It's a lot of guys who I look at, right, that you could say Harry O, Rick Ross, what's my man out of Houston? Um,
You got Waterhead Bo.
yeah.
You got some legends in LA.
Over here we got
You got
Rayful in
Mike. You
DC.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and people look up. So every it's just like an all-star game. Everybody once you get into the sport, you want to be the best at it. And when you get to that point where you're the all-star team, you can't just get your seat up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, yeah.
but they gonna come get you though. that's the you know.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, going back to the movie. That's
Right,
like him saying, if I leave the game, is they gonna still love me? You know what
right,
I mean? Like, he's scared to leave. Mitch is he's scared to leave the game in the movie because he's saying, is they gonna still love me?
right,
You feel what I'm saying?
right.
He don't know if the streets gonna still love him. If it's a different kind of love you get from because it's what the rapper is trying to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're in the streets and you getting the street love and you get to come to the hood with all the fly cars and you get to wear your jewelry in the hood and you get to do all that, that's what the rapper is paying to do. He's
That's
paying
what
for that love.
right.
You know what I mean? He's paying to let me pay $20,000 so I can shoot this spot in this hood and we're gonna block it out. We're gonna have all these dudes hang out. Like, that's what he's doing. But when you're doing this on an everyday basis for real. You know what I mean?
And they respect you too because they know that they wanted it or they tried it and they couldn't get to a certain level. So it's it's just like a baller. You know what I'm saying? Like, or any other thing. When you see somebody that's at a level and you can't do it, you kind of admire it. Like you said, so those rappers who talk the game and haven't seen it, and some of them even stolen identities.
Yeah.
You know, it's a whole thing to go back, man. It's a whole lot of things. I think that we as a community have we've made these certain things. What's the word I'm looking for? I think we worship the wrong. It's like we worshiping the golden calf. Put it like that, right?
That's what I was trying to say at the coding class yesterday. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying when we were trying to get a free coding class for the kids in the hood. Because the reason why we're trying to do it, because we want you to worship the person who made the phone. I want you to worship the person who made this car. I want you to worship it's different things that you need to worship and glorify because they're the ones who got the real money. And the people that you're thinking they got the real money don't even got the real money.
Right.
You're glorifying somebody that just signed a 360 deal and that owes the record company. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we want you to glorify the person who made the chip to the car. You need to be glorifying. Why are you not glorifying Elon Musk? He's the richest person in the world now who came from behind and lapped Bezos.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And trying to figure out how to get a car to Mars. You see what I'm saying? Like, and trying to just get SpaceX and get all this stuff. And he can make a tweet right now. He can make you $1 million like in 5 seconds off a tweet. All you got to do is say, go buy this, and you can just get that stock and it'll go up in 5 seconds. You know what I mean? So the people we have some great kids there. There's one guy that helped us the coding for Netflix. You know what I mean? A young black kid, he's 27. And I wish they showed that. Somebody needs to show that. And they had another kid, he does the coding for Boeing. And this other kid, one that asked me the question actually, he actually travels around the world, and he does coding all around the world. You know what I mean? So it's just, they have some great kids there, and it just needs to be on a bigger stage where it needs to be at a convention center with some real people to really hear what's going on, so they can follow it a little more, so they can see this is what a real, this is what you need to do. Stop playing the game and learn how to make the game.
Exactly. And you know, it's a lot of stuff going on, man. It's a lot of things happening that are positive, I think, as well. But then there's that other side of that glamorization, that street life, man. And I do think that it's been a detriment for a long time. And I know when I was coming up, we had people who hustle, right? Like you said, your parents hustled. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you too, because I want to talk about who who taught you how to hustle, like who gave you the blueprint.
I would say my dad gave me my swag and just showed me how to be fly, but he didn't actually teach me how to hustle. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want me to hustle. You feel what I'm saying? That's why he was hustling, really, for me to not hustle. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, getting allowance, I had all the fly stuff. All I did was turn me out more than what he did to keep the fly stuff. So when, you know what I mean? So when it was all over, shit, I got to still get the fly stuff.
Right. He laced you up.
I've been wearing minks since 14, 15 years old. You feel what I'm saying? Like, minks and troop jackets and lotto. You know what I mean? I had all the, so what, I'm supposed to stop being fly? Over now? Nah. I've already been fly my whole life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I gotta keep this up. You feel what I'm saying?
I got
so
you.
now that's what allows me to hustle. So it was really my boy Callie, rest in peace. You feel what I'm saying? And he really showed me how to hustle, and he showed me how to floss, and he showed, you know what I mean? He'll just mold me. He'll just throw the G's 850. So now when I get whipped, I just throw people, if I take that, go see what that do. You know what I'm saying? So they get the feeling of it, like, you know what I mean? You 18, coming down the shore on the 850, you like, oh no, I gotta see how this feel. Now you don't ever want to go back. Everything else was looking like, oh man,
trash.
Everything looked like trash now, because he throwing me keys to the left, he's throwing me these keys. So now that turned me out on the car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh no, I got to have a whip. But in order to have a whip, you got to have a brand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
You know, so now that's making you hustle, and that's making you you gotta get on your shit, you gotta get on your grind and go get the money. So I wanna do things that's all harmful. You know what I mean? That's not harming anybody. You know, so then that's when you find the weed and you can mail it out of town. So now you come up with a way where you don't even have to touch it. You know what I mean? So,
and I know for you thinking like, I'm not doing nothing, like, you know, I'm not cooking nothing up. I'm not putting out no poison.
In the worst case, it may be 5 years tops.
Right.
You know what I mean? If
right.
I do get caught. You know what I mean? Like, if this shit all does fail, and not that it's worth the 5 years, it's not worth one day in there, but that's what I thought my worst case scenario would be. You know what I mean? Which I think I could handle. You know what I mean? But
right.
The life was just like, whoa, hold on now, buddy. I didn't sign up for this.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it was times where I would go to the Connect, and he might give me 100, 200 pounds, and he'd throw two of those things in there, right? And he would say, like, yeah, see if they like that when they get down there. I was so scared of the shit, like, because first of all, I didn't like the time that you get for it, and then secondly, what it does to people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm calling him back. He didn't answer the phone. Once I'm going crazy, like, shit, like he got a bomb in the car. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he got a bomb. People would be like wanting this type of shit. Like they think this is like a plus to them. You know what I mean? That was a downfall. That was like, I felt like I don't even want to fuck with you no more. Like, you trying to set me up.
Right. I'm about to say that looked like a setup, man, for real.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't asked for this. I want this. Please come get this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's not me, and that's not what I do.
Right.
I wouldn't even know what to do. If you gave me 100 of them right now, I wouldn't know the first thing to do.
Right.
I'm not one of them dudes that's like, oh, no.
Who know who to talk to for that.
I don't even know how to break it down, touch it. I don't know how to do. I don't even want to know.
Right. You know what I mean? Right. Got you. So then, let's talk about the day, man, that everything kind of happened, because I know you had stopped, right? Like you had got out. What made you get out of the game? And then when they came and got you, talk about that day.
Okay. Well, we started taking losses. You feel what I'm saying? We started taking losses because now the hungrier you get, the appetite dollar you get, the more bills you get. You know what I'm saying? So now you're mailing more. You're mailing crates now, or 300-400 pounds at a time. And not the boxes. You're doing 30-40 pounds in the box. That's no longer doing it because now you got $10,000-$12,000 worth of bills a month. You know what I mean? So now your lifestyle is different. When you go out, you might spend $300-400 a day just on regular living. You know what I mean? Because your habits have changed. You know what I'm saying? So now you need more money. You know what I mean? So you're shooting more marijuana. You know what I mean? So now, because it became a job and you're dependent on it, this is like your income. You know what I mean? So you lose 100 here, you lose 200 here, you lose, you know what I mean? Like, needs 1,000. You see what I'm saying? So now you're like, hold up, let me go a whole other route. You know what I mean? Obviously, this is not working, so you split up with the people. And then when you split up, you say, I was always into fashion, so let me get the clothing line. Let me get the clothing store. Let me do the things that I like. Because they say to get rich, you got to do something that you do for free. So I did something that I already loved. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, got that going. Then I got caught with the pound. I got caught with a pound coming back from the Laker game.
Oh, okay. So what happened? So what happened?
Yeah,
what happened on that incident?
Shit, they ended up telling me I got to turn myself in. You know what I mean?
But I mean, how'd you get caught though? Like, what happened? Like, they just pulled you over?
It's four people in the car. We're coming back from the Laker game, but I'm a solid dude, so I'm not going to make us all go to trial and say I don't know who weed it is. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
My weed. I had a pound in the car, and I pleaded guilty to it. You know what I mean? So they told me I had to do a year. So I would just prolong it. I was on the street, so I was on bail, so I would just keep prolonging it. You see what I'm saying? So
you wouldn't turn yourself in?
Yeah, to turn myself in. So I turned myself in after I got the store and all this, tried to, set a foundation for my kids. So that was 2011. Now I get out 2012. That's when I start the Old Money clothing line. So I'm thinking, Mommy, I ain't seen nobody. So I'm thinking all this other shit is dead. I ain't seen them since 09. It's 2010, 2011. I done went to jail 2011.
Right.
For a whole year. I turned myself in. I paid my debt to society. I didn't run. I just went straight to turn myself in. So now it's 2012. I paid my debt to society. I'm back with the family. I'm back with the kids. Now I just want to start my clothing line. So I go get a trademark, the Old Money trademark. That's official documentation. So I got Charles Barkley, Wale, Tiger, everybody, you know what I mean? That was about to let me use Biggie's son, and I was going to come up with I wanted to get a billboard in New York, you know what I mean? I was going to have him at a Kangon with the old school chair, and I was going to say the King of New York still lives, but it was going to be, old money was going to be written in the Coochie Better, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to put that together. But boom, while I'm trying to put all this together, I don't know that they putting something together, you know what I mean? So I go
they putting you talking about they putting the case together.
The cases are getting put together, but I don't know what's going on with it. So I go to New York, we stay at the Gamble Board, we go out there and share with the family, we just go on for Christmas though. But this is right after Hurricane Sandy. So we go by the time I come back January, you're hearing people getting caught, and they're getting people, they're picking people up, but shit, I ain't seen these people, so
these people that you know? From your
okay. They picking. That's in the conspiracy, but I don't know that I'm in the conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not dealing with them at this present time. But you hearing in the streets that this person is getting picked up, so I'm like, okay. Now
what they got to do with me?
You know what I'm saying? So what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? So I'm regularly living my life. I'm not doing nothing different. So when January 28th comes, I get up in the morning, I'm supposed to pick my daughter up, she's going to cheerleading practice. We're all getting ready. You see what I'm saying? I just go to the cleaners real quick. And when I come back from the cleaners, there's some weird ass cars on the street. You see what I'm saying? Like a person passed by in a Durango, then the other person passed by in a Monte Carlo, but they not supposed to be over here. You see what I'm saying?
Those ain't no neighborhood cars.
I'm looking like, and the Durango back up, block me in. Then the Monte Carlo blocked me in. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? So they hop out talking about got me all in front of my neighbors. I mean, I'm like an upstanding citizen in the neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You own the store. You're a store owner.
Yeah, I'm the guy with the 2 daughters.
Right.
Daughters' faces on the side of the building, so I'm always with my kids. I pick my kids up from school every single day. So you're just a guy that see a guy with his kids every day. You see what I'm saying? So they're looking like, what the fuck?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was embarrassing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So it's just
in front of all your neighbors, everybody who knew you.
Say something on the chin that was so old. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta say something on the chin that was so old. That was like, he ain't get life for it.
Yeah.
That wasn't nothing easy to swallow.
Oof. So that was January 28th?
Yeah, that was in 2013.
And then
I just did the year for the same pound, and they bring up the same pound in my conspiracy, because that's the only weed I've ever got caught with in my entire life. All the rest of this shit is hearsay. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not like you caught me with no weed. You know what I mean? You just got a bunch of bank statements. You don't know what I did to get that money. I could have selling motorcycle parts.
Right. Now did you No.
Okay.
Did you have so you now the third, so when they gave you the life, that's after did you have 2 priors?
Yeah, that's 2 priors. The 1 prior for the marijuana, then I had 1 prior for a bottle of cough syrup, a bottle of codeine.
Okay.
So
damn, so those are felonies?
I'm a felon. I ended up getting them taken off my jacket. So that's why I know it's meant for. That's why I got to use the platform correctly. And that's why I got to use 40 times correctly and use everything correctly. And Corvain Cooper is doing, because we were begging the courts to just re-sentence me to get 10 years. You know what I mean? So I can just get time served. You feel what I'm saying? Because I got Prop 64. I was one of the campaigns for Prop 64. So I got for that marijuana. I got that off of my jacket. So that is now a misdemeanor. You know what I mean? So that's no longer a felony on my jacket today. And Prop 47 got the codeine off of my jacket. So that is a misdemeanor today.
Okay.
So with both of them being misdemeanors today on my jacket, all we were asking while I was in jail, me and my attorney, were just change it. You know what I mean? Just all we were trying to do is just get resentenced. Because if you arrested me today, I would know you cannot restrike me out.
Right.
They kept denying it. Went to the Supreme Court, went everywhere. They kept denying it. So that's how I know it's meant, because they kept denying it. So it was for a reason. Because if it did happen that way, there would be no hoolah about it.
Gotcha.
Get out every day for 10 years. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So we needed the hoolah. God needed the hoolah.
Gotcha.
To get the platform. Right?
Gotcha.
Right?
God got you. God. Yeah, man. God was holding you for a bigger reason.
Yeah, he needed a bigger reason. So now I gotta use that correctly.
Oh, you doing your thing, brother. You know, you know, I don't know. I hear the way you talk, and that's all I need to hear, really. You know, you sound like, you know, even before that, you said you was already out the game. It ain't like you wasn't a bad person. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing about this whole thing, man. I got locked up before for some sticks and stems, right? They came to my mother's house looking for my nephew. He didn't live there. They found some paraphernalia. It wasn't even nothing in there, just some sticks and stems. They locked me up. They put my fiance at the time, who was from another country, in handcuffs. I got locked up for that, and then and I had to do like community service for some. I mean, not even a crumb, just some stems and some sticks and some paraphernalia. And I couldn't get off it's on my record, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't spent no time. But the whole thing is, you lost 10 years of your life for something that's medicine, real life medicine. You know what I mean? And like you said, man, the good thing is that you out now. You got a different purpose. Did anybody snitch on you or get you set up? How did you get?
Oh my God, that's a whole ball game right there. Now they snitched and testified. I mean, they just that's what the whole case was. That's why I went. That's what make me want to go to trial. And they had to tell on me. They told on me, my girl, and her homegirl.
And that okay, so that okay, yeah. So you had 2.
You know what I mean?
Right. Who were your two? La Chappelle, and who was the other co-defendant?
Natalia Wade.
And so y'all had 3 people. Y'all had people snitch on y'all 3.
Oh my God, it was just That's what we're all going to trial. We know the chance of going to trial is zero to none, but we're only going to trial because we're going against the word of criminals. You know what I'm saying? We're going, you know what I'm saying? So, with people with worse records than ours. You know what I mean? So why not go to trial when the actual officers are saying that they've never seen me commit a crime ever? That's in black and white. That's trial documentation. Have you seen Mr. Cooper commit a crime? No. Have you seen Mr. Cooper with marijuana ever? No. No further questions, Your Honor.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
The only person that can say it is some people that you grew up with, that's in jail cuffs, that's in orange, and this is what you find me guilty of. So the word, you know, I mean, it's kind of too rigged.
Right. Yeah, man. I've been watching.
It's too rigged to lose.
I've been watching these. It's been a couple of movies I watched lately, and they've been showing like I just watched the one with Billie Holiday, right? And they kept setting her up. FBI kept setting her up because she was singing the song "Strange Fruit," but they kept putting drugs on her and setting her up. And Aslinger, who started the drug war, was the one that kept on trying to get her. And they would get people who knew her that was dirty dudes or whatever, and you using these dirty people to set up somebody that's cleaner than them, or should I say? But they using getting lifestyles changed, man, and it's the system, man. But shit. I mean, the whole thing come down to really, man. I think at the end of the day, the trap is the trap, and once you decide, anybody, once you decide you're gonna go into the lifestyle, you gotta be ready to do the time that you sign up for. Now I know you ain't sign up for life, but it is a danger to it. You know what I mean? And like you said, you only thought you would get.
That's my whole thing. Like, you was okay when we was making the money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's okay to go to the club to get the money. It's okay to get the girls. It's okay to do all this. But when it's time to do the time, and then if everybody just stick to it, everybody wasn't gonna get nothing but about 5 years. But when you're making a case bigger than what it is, you see what I'm saying? And you're giving them free information that they don't have. So if everybody would just be quiet, they're gonna all give us. We might all get penalized, but we're all gonna be penalized to live another day. You know what I'm saying? We're all gonna have something that we can live with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
The person can only make the case bigger. They can't make the case bigger because they don't have any information.
Right. And that just comes out.
So you're giving them free information.
Yeah. You got the right to remain quiet, and that's all you got to do. Just be quiet and let them do whatever they're gonna do.
Nobody's involved. There's nothing involved. You know
exactly.
What I mean? Like, we're talking about a plant. You know what I mean? So if you roll over on a plant, you can imagine what they'll do with this body before they're telling their mama. You know what I mean? So you feel me? So tell them about a plant, for God's sake.
So now, how much time were you given? Like when the judge hit the gavel, it was just life in prison and that was it. Like it was like
without the possibility of parole.
Oh my God!
You'd never see the streets again, ever. You know what I mean?
Whew.
You'll never see the streets again, ever in life. You won't. I'm on riding down the streets right now. You'll never. I'm on Crenshaw right now on the way to church. He said you'll never go down Crenshaw again.
And then when you got that call, like that when you got that boom, did you what happened? Like, how'd you feel when you got that sentence?
Oh, it's a boom. It's a boom boom. You know what I mean? It's a boom. You know what I mean? But
right.
I never accepted it.
Right.
See, you got people in there that's accepting it. Then you got the guys in there that that had all the money, and then they got the money taken from them by the Fed, and they didn't get some good guys in there that didn't get no experiences because they were so busy trying to get to a certain number of money. You know what I mean? But they was trying to get certain people were like, let me see your pictures and let me see your this and all. You know what I mean? Because I can show them what living life looks like. You know what I mean? Like man, I was out there living. I wasn't out there. Man, like I got to spend some of the money. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like I want to actually spend it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want nobody else to spend it. I want to spend it. You know what I mean?
All right, man. Let me ask you this now. Tell me about your the worst day, the absolute worst day that you had behind bars. Like, what was that? What was your?
You said the worst day?
Yeah, when you was locked up on the 10-year bed.
I would say when my peoples died. You know what I mean? When I got to knock on the door, tell me my uncle died. Knock on the door, come and get me, tell me my granny died. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, them is the days that you gonna really feel. You feel me? Really feel it. Like, you can't even go to the funeral. These people help raise you, help Moses. These are the people that help change your life. You feel what I'm saying? And put you in a different perspective. And you can't even go tell them bye. You know what I mean? So them days, you ain't gonna forget them days.
That's what's up. And what about besides the day they told you to get out? What was like your best day? You know, your best day and one of your best days in there.
I would say, like, if I like sent the paint home or I'll hustle in there. I have a ticket, so if the ticket is like a sports thing where people bet on the games and stuff like that, like I would be vacant. You feel what I'm saying? I would be booked. So if I would make money and I can send my kids like $1,000 for Christmas or something like that, like I would just really keeping up with that. Was like my best days. Like, okay, yeah, I can send them $1,000 every. I'll save it up. You know what I'm saying? I'll save $1,000 up for their birthday and Christmas. I wouldn't miss it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't miss Christmas or their birthday. I try to send them $200 every month. You know what I'm saying? Just keep posted with them going to the mailbox and receiving a check from me. It's like that was like something to me. You know what I mean? Like that did it for me. Like I'm still keeping up with the streets.
Still daddy, right? And they still know you. They know they haven't forgot about you, and you haven't forgot about them.
Right. You know, like I felt good that I was gone 8 years, and my counselor said I sent over $68,000 home. You know what I mean? Like when I left, they have a balance of how much you withdrawal and how much you sent home. You know what I mean? So it maybe was only $5,000 or $10,000 a year, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was $68,000 that some of these dudes could have kept. I could have kept that on my books. I could have left with the $68,000.
Right.
That's what I sent home to my kids. That's a fact.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's dope, man. That's hey, man. It's shoot. It's people that can't send 10 cents home. You know, and that's just what it is. Did you ever reach a breaking point inside?
Like, what do you mean?
Like where you just was like, I can't take it no more. Like this, you know what I mean? Like where it was just, you just was ready to snap, or you know what I mean?
Because it's like you gotta. That's where the faith come in at. You know what I'm saying? Like the faith had me so strong that it's like it stops the breaking point. Because once you get to that breaking point, you see a lot of other people. It's people I've seen sick suicide. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, it's some people that just can't take it, especially up under the circumstances of a USP where you're on lockdown. Right now, they just wrote a letter. They're on lockdown for 4 months, 4 or 5 months. They stabbing the police. Everything is serious. Not somebody tripped and fallen on the way to lunch today. You know what I mean? It's like that's not what's going on. You know what I mean? So, I've never been at a medium or a low or a camp or all these other experiences that people got to experience. I've been at USP the whole time. You know what I mean?
Those are maximum. Are those maximum security?
Yeah, that's maximum.
Damn. So you're a maximum security for a nonviolent offense.
For a nonviolent offense, it's because the life sentence you got to do 10 behind the wall before you can even go to a meeting. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's 10 behind the wall. That's 10 behind the wall without getting a shot. So then they got to start over. If you get a shot, you got guys that been good for like 9 years. I had this dude named Bashir. He was good for 9 years. He just want to go to a lower level where people are out. He just want to do your time. Then he got into his cell. He had to stab his cell. You know what I mean? So, you know, now you got to start over and do another 3 years clean. You know what I mean? So it gets out of hand.
Oh man, that man. You know what, man? And the whole, I'm thinking about all that 13th Amendment, the whole thing, the slavery, and it's like it's different levels of slavery behind bars, basically. Like you got the maximum security slavery, you got the medium security, you got the low security, but it's all
It's all
free labor.
slavery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all it come down to is free labor.
The lower you get, the more work you got to do. Then they own you more. Like they're you can't get in trouble, or you can't do this, you can't talk back, sit in their room, be quiet. You know what I mean? They treat me like a kid. You know what I mean?
Man, that was it was because of the trip. I had that question for you first about the breaking point, and then you already answered. I was going to ask you, did you ever lose faith? But you said your faith is what kept you the whole time. Have you ever did God ever warn you or send you any signals to stop prior to you getting arrested?
Send every signal you can possibly. I mean, every signal. He's in there screaming at you. You know what I mean? He's in there screaming. You know what I mean? God is real. That's why I'm going to church right now. If you listen to him and you're really in tune with him, he's going to tell you everything. He tells you everything. All you got to do is listen. See, people was waiting for him to come down and, no, it's signs. He's going to give you every sign possible.
Hey, man. That's what's up, man. Feel the amazing folks. Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk to you about real quick, man. I know you were at church. Let's talk about the people, the amazing folks that was on your team to help get you out, man. I was listening to one of these podcasts that you were on, and you mentioned a few people, but I know Sherry Shakur. How instrumental?
Sherry Shakur.
Shakur. Okay.
Sherry Shakur is the first person who she the one that introduced me to the gang and taught me everything about activists and just the whole thing, who to look at, what to do, you know what I mean? So she's the first person ever to even have a Corvain Cooper poster, you know what I mean, and fight for me, period. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. You know what I mean? So I always make sure everyone knows that.
Okay. And I got Amy Love and Dee Wood.
No, Dee Kirkwood.
Oh, my bad.
Nova and Dee Kirkwood. You know what I mean? So
I got bad handwriting. My bad.
Yeah. Dee's great. You know what I mean? Amy's great. You feel what I'm saying? And they're great people because everybody works a different way. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody don't got to work with each other. Everybody got to have a team. This is not an easy task. You're banking on a lottery ticket to get your life back. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got to win the lottery in order for you to get your life back.
Right, because
you know what I mean? So that's what you're banking on. So,
right, so you got to make sure you putting all your.
That's helping you putting your tickets. You know, you got the Last Prisoner Project, Kay Barnett, you got Alice Johnson, you got Weldon Angelos, you got some massive team. You got Marijuana Matters DC. Just shout out to her. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have a mad work. You know what I mean? Freedom Grow. Shout out to Freedom Grow too.
That's what's up, man. I hear I had them on there too. Now, what's your lawyer's name? He did like a Jerry Maguire with you, right? Like,
oh my God, Patrick McGrew, that's my boy. This is where the story. We're gonna keep the story going because the story's gonna get better. They're trying to disbar my attorney right now.
They're trying to disbar him?
Yeah, we're trying to get the media to take this. This is how the story is gonna keep going. He is they're trying to disbar him. And we're going to go to court. I'm going to be a character witness for him now. You know, so March 17th, look out for that. I'm going to be a character witness for him. You know? Okay.
So what disbarring him? Why? Because he got you out? I mean, what was?
No. It's
some other stuff. Okay.
I'm going to go around the corner real quick. I'm going to go right back. They're trying to disbar him for he won a case. To make a long story short, clients won a case for like $63 million in the same court, in the same courtroom in Charlotte where I was at. So it makes the story so neat that the client had to fight for the same attorney who, after I ran out of money, he fought for me pro bono and said I would deliver you straight to your mom. He delivered me straight to your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like literally picked me up and brought me back and delivered me to my mom. Like the words said it is. And that's what I'm going to say to the people on the character witness for him, that he's not a You know what I mean? Like, we have kids the same age and everything, and he just couldn't see me die in there, and he lived and stood on that and said, I ain't leaving you in here.
Yeah, man, that was a dope story, man. When I heard that he decided to just take on your case without nothing, and he had that infinity, like you said, he knew because y'all lost. He so.
We lost. He came on as the appeal attorney, so we lost the appeal. We lost the direct appeal. We lost at sentencing. You know what I mean? We lost all the motions that we filed. Those kept getting denied. You see what I'm saying? So everything was just getting denied. You see what I'm saying? Everything was just all bad for us. You feel what I'm saying? But we kept fighting. And if anybody reads my change.org, he asked for the thing. You know, he asked for the clemency. The clemency is asked under him. You see what I'm saying? He's asking President Trump for the clemency. So when we drop it, if anybody would take their time, go on change.org and read Corvain Cooper's clemency thing. He's asking Trump, can you let him out for me? Because I'm a citizen, because he's a good person. You know what I mean? He has a list of things what he's asked for. But he asked for all these things. You know what I'm saying? So we just fought to the death of me, and we won. He's actually, if you look him up, he's 3 for 3 in clemency.
Oh, damn.
He put in 3 clemencies, and he got all 3 that he's ever applied for.
Now, ironically, Obama denied you VP, and his VP Biden, who was is now the president, who wrote the 3 strike laws that got you life, and then drunk. And Kamala, I got that right.
I'm trying to fill out for them right now. I'm trying to get a pardon. You know, I'm still on 10 years paper, so I'm trying to get a pardon. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a pardon from Biden.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, man. Because Obama says he for reparations now. He can start by telling Joe to give you a full pardon, as well as all of the nonviolent drug war hostages. Biden should release the drug war hostages and atone for his years, for what he did to split up families, and how he destroyed different families. And Obama, Biden, and Kamala all have a hand in this, and they all need to be right now getting those 40,000 prisoners of war hostages out and freeing the drug war hostages who are wrongfully incarcerated. Give us free.
Exactly. Please, that's all we want. We don't want that much.
Right,
We're not
man.
asking for much, actually.
Yeah, man. I think, and I like I said, definitely with the way that they like I said, I mean, Obama could have stopped or righted some wrongs with the drug war. He didn't. Biden has a chance to do it now and full pardons, because that's the one thing I learned, man. When I thought you had clemency. I mean, I thought you.
Yeah, I got clemency. Yeah,
right, I didn't know the difference. I didn't even know it was a difference.
I can't fly to. I could have fly to your house and been on the show. You see what I'm saying? But
right.
I can't just do that because I got to ask. I got to get a 14-day approval, and you got to go. It's to change the command.
Yeah, man, you still, yeah.
You know what I mean? My kids want to take a road trip next month just to go to San Francisco, and I'm waiting on an email back just to see if I can do that. And that's just 6 hours away. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I know that's. I hope that that's something that you guys. I know you got this team, so. Hopefully something will get done. I really don't have much faith in politics or politicians at all, man. I just know that they say things for TV, and their actions don't normally coincide with them. I wanted to talk about your future, man. I know you got to hurry up and wrap this up, and I had a bunch more questions. We had all these technical difficulties earlier. The night that you got the clemency. You said you were going through this thing where you were hearing about all these other people, and then you didn't hear your name, right?
Right.
So after that night, when you went back, after you did you pray again, or what happened when you thought you weren't getting out, right? After the night, because you said you saw him getting on a plane or something.
Yeah. So it's late at night, so it's 10, it's 11. 30, they still ain't said my name. You know what I mean? So I got to kind of prepare my brain. You feel what I'm saying? And I got to prepare myself to, I might got to, people don't walk in doing clemencies. Biden is not going to be doing clemencies tomorrow. You know
right.
what I mean? Like, when he walks in, he needs to clean COVID up first. People do clemencies when they walking out the door. So I might got to do 4 or 5. I might do 8 years. You feel what I'm saying? So he does 8 years. You got to wait 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Before you even got a chance at the shot. So, or the law to change. You know what I mean? And even with the law changing, I have life for marijuana, but I got 20 years for money laundering. You know what I mean? So they might take the marijuana off. Now they like, okay, but you still got to do this 20 for money laundering. So all these things are going across my mind. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, let me take a deep breath. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Tell myself, and let me just go to sleep and just leave it in God's hands, because I'm like, I did all the work. We didn't have the BET documentary come out with Nas. Shout out to Nas, Eric, and Rob Gomes, who all put that together. So the Smoke documentary was on November 18th, so that was big for me. That was typical. So that's going on. We were just, if you look at the New York Times, I was on the front cover of the New York Times December 29th with my attorney asking Trump, well, why are you letting your friends out, but you're leaving Corvain Cooper? You see what I'm saying? Why you got my clients still in there, but you're letting your friends out? So Patrick McGurl going to head up the New York Times. So that was December 29th. So the momentum is there. But Trump is going through stuff now. So why is it? You can have all the momentum you want. You know what I'm saying? Why should he care about me when all the stuff he's going through? He has election fraud going on. You see what I'm saying? He has all this stuff going on. You know what I mean? He got more than enough stuff going on. You see what I'm saying? Like, so why should he even care about me when he has the Capitol thing going on? They're trying to impeach him for the second time. So now your chances have went from, you already was thinking your bank shot was already long, but I'm telling people, they're like, man, they having their own feelings about it, but I'm telling them, the dude is unpredictable. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what the dude's gonna do. I'm banking on a dude that's unpredictable. And not only
right, you talking about Donald Trump, man.
We're talking Donald Trump. He hates a snitch, first of all.
Right,
you know what I mean? And he loves a stand-up guy. So keep that in mind, because he loves a stand-up guy.
Right.
So we seen that already with his action with his own crew. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you cross him, you're out of it. You know what I mean? So he has a soft spot for that. So with all this going on, I'm still having faith. I'm still like, man, I'm gone, man. I'm leaving Trump league. That's what I'm saying on the door. You know what I'm saying? Because we like that. So they like, hey, your boy Trump will be in the news every day. I'm like, all right. So I got to keep my faith. But now the window done closed in. You know what I mean? The window done closed in. And I don't know what's happening at 12, but I'm listening to NPR. But in the morning, I'm on the way to the showers. You know, they got to lock us up for showers because we don't like them. So we got to go to showers to handcuff.
Damn.
So when we go to the showers, they lock us in the thing, lock us in the cage. I come back from the shower, but when I look to my left, that's what you're talking about. I look to my left, they got the TV. Trump is getting on the helicopter and sleeping. You know what I mean? Right? And
you see that on your way to the shower.
On the way to the shower, Biden getting inaugurated in, so it's looking ugly. You know what I'm saying? It's early in the morning. It's 6, 7 in the morning. He ain't called me yet. He's leaving now. They like he's going to sign it on the airplane.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, God damn, if somebody scream out, I ain't going to never forget that. Dude scream out. This dude from D.C. scream out, yeah, man, TV, don't trip. You know, they do the paper, Pollock, man, they be having the paperwork all messed up, man. They be already taking long on the paperwork, man. They coming to get you. They just taking long with the paperwork. You see what I'm saying? That's what he's saying.
There's a DC dude.
So I'm like, it's a DC dude screaming out the thing. You feel what I'm saying?
That's where I'm from. Right.
So, okay, yeah. It's a lot of DC dudes in there, though. You know what I mean? That I deal with. So he's screaming out the door. So he like, yeah, man, they gonna come get you. So when all that happened, I'm like, damn. You feel what I'm saying? So I get back to the room. I'm like, damn, people still having faith, but I ain't lost my faith all the way. But, like,
but that faith was wavering.
You
Right.
in the morning. He ain't even got it yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, man, about 10 minutes later, man, they come to the door. Like, you already hear them on the tier, hear the counselor on the tier, because the counselor just don't come in your building for nothing. So as soon as the counselor come in the building, your heart beating fast, because they coming to get you, CV. Counselor here, counselor here. You know what I mean? Like, they don't just hit the tier like that. You feel what I'm saying? So he just come open the door. You're not finna open the door on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? We're on a severe lockdown. You're going to make us handcuff first. You feel me? We're going to have to put our hands to the slot. We're going to have to handcuff the same way we just have to do the shower. So by him coming and open the door, that was the relief right there. That don't normally happen. So when he came and opened the door and said, pack it up, you got 5 minutes to get out of here. You feel what I'm saying? I got the biggest chain on the pound. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to do the chain. I got the Cardi, the buffs, all that. I'm doing all that. You know what I mean? Like, that's y'all now. You know what I mean? Like, y'all can have all this stuff. I got hygiene and all that. Like, that's y'all. You feel what I'm saying? I walk by his door and, like, just walk by faith, not by sight, man. Because sight will blind you.
Yes, indeed.
Sight will blind you every time. You know what I mean? So don't even look at sight and just stay focused on what you're doing. And then I was gone. You feel me? And I called moms, and I'm crying now because now they done hit me. And I done got over the screaming and yelling and all that. So then she like, what you crying for? The doctor called me at 12:30, told me you was coming on. I'm like, no, these tears of joy, Mom. I am coming on. You know what I mean? Like, so it was just crazy.
Oh man, that's beautiful, man. I mean, a buddy of mine he say, man, God is a comedian. And he just kind of wait till you don't. It's like God is almost playing a trick on you, and then you get the good news later. You know what I'm saying? But you had to go through all them little things for that, and it feel better though. You know what I'm saying? I had that part. Like, you still got out, even though it was scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when did you said that book coming out? It was a couple of things, man. Man.
Oh yeah, I got the book. We're trying to drop it. It's in editing right now, so we're trying to get it all together. But I'm trying to have the book come out 4/20. Look into my eyes.
Okay.
And we got go on 40tons.co. Grab your T-shirt. Justice have been served.
Okay.
That's 40tons.co. 40tons.co. You can go to Corvain Cooper GoFundMe for the re-entry. That goes towards my re-entry.
Okay.
Entry back to the spot. And that's on GoFundMe. You can go to my page, Corvain Cooper. Follow me on Instagram. You can go to 40 Tons on Instagram. And we got we just did a deal with Evidence, so we got the gummies dropping. So you'll be able to get you the gummies if you're in Cali. You'll be able to get the 40 Tons / Evidence Ocean Grown gummies this week. And we got a couple of deals that we're trying to do that's in the making that we can't talk about right now, but we're working and we're trying to build the brand and make the brand we want it to be the biggest brand because we're really a part of the struggle. You know what I mean? So we're really a part of what's going on. You know what I mean? And 87 is dropping, Evelyn is dropping 87, so that's coming soon. And we're trying to be a part of something that we sold the drug. We made the drug popular.
Right.
We stayed on the corners. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We made this drug popular.
Right.
And it's now $1 billion drug. We just want our seat at the table. We just want our retributions. We don't want much. You know what I mean? We're not asking for much. All we're asking for is just our seat at the table. That's all we want. You know what I mean? We're not begging. We're coming. We're willing to do the work. We're willing to do everything that we need to do to be at the table. You know, but I think that we deserve to have more prisoners at the table that serve time for them. You know what I mean?
Indeed, man. I think it's important to get the 40,000 drug war hostages released and give them a stake in this this $1 billion industry, because these are the people who have the skills, and we can do them. We can do the same thing that they do with the federal government when they give veterans preference to people to hire them in the government. You could do the same thing in the cannabis industry. You give these veterans of this war veterans preference, and you put them all over the country to show people how to get this plant processed, moved, worked, everything that they already have these skills for, and get them out.
Not only that, I was saying, like, it's 700 stores. If Cali just alone started, it's 700 stores out here. Everybody just drop 100 in the bucket. We're talking an eighth or two. Drop 100 in a bucket every month, and it goes to some kind of fund. Same way that you got fun, like everybody else has fun. Start with Cali first. Now then everybody else can join. Now that 100 goes towards funding of medical, dental for the cannabis program.
Right.
You know what I mean? What do you want them to go work at Walmart now?
Right.
So they should have a fund for them like it's like a social security check. You know what I'm saying? Like for 31 years for this plant. You know what I mean? In order to make this plant bigger. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, man. That's so is that part of what you guys are doing with
Yeah, with 40 tons is a social impact grant. So the money is going to be going towards back to them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So with 40 tons, we're going to make.
Let's see if I get that logo up, man.
So with 40 tons, we're going to be making it into a bigger.
There we go.
We want it to be something where when you're investing in this and you're buying something for 40 tons, you're investing into the future of the cannabis business. You're investing into the future of cannabis, period. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're all, everybody that is a part of our brand is a part of the downfall that happened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? And I know the people that's in touch of trying to make it get back up, we're a part of those people. So those people are calling me. You know what I mean? So I'm the first person on Clubhouse to have those people on the show. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To have Parker calling on the show and people call up from prison. You know what I mean? So you can hear what's really going on in the prison.
Yeah, man, that's dope as hell, man. We gonna definitely, man. I'm really kind of, I'm glad we had this interview. I'm kind of still a little bit bummed that we couldn't do it, with the live, but I appreciate you, man, giving me your time and sharing your story with us here on 420 Fellowship. I did pin the 40 ton. Evelyn put up the 40tons.co up there, and I got your sweatshirt up right now. I'm gonna give you an exit question, man, and I'm gonna ask you this, and then we can get off. November 2024. You in the voting booth, and I don't know if Joe Biden running. I heard he wasn't running, so it's Kamala and it's Trump. Who you pulling that trigger for?
I gotta pull up for Trump, man. I ain't gonna even sit here in front.
That's what's up.
Trump. If I had to vote on both of them, I love my black women. You know what I mean? So I got 2 black women that I'm raising myself.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I love black women and empowerment. I love what Kamala's doing and everything. But if it was both of them right there, I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna vote for Trump. Trump signed that paper and got me back to my family.
She said, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
Evelyn said, "Don't do that." That's what's up, man. Hey, brother, appreciate you, man. Hopefully, man, we can link up again at some other time. Maybe we can try this because I still had a bunch of other questions for you, and I wanted to talk about the Fresh Out program too that you were talking about. But yeah, brother, man, appreciate you. Stay strong.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. I told you we was gonna knock it out. We still knocked it out.
We still got it out, man. We still knocked it out the box, man. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. Dope interview, man. God bless you, man. I know that what I like the most about what I've heard from you is your faith. And like you said, you started at a young age and you understand. And for me, when there's an understanding of faith, that's what this whole fellowship is about, is just to kind of get God and the plant. We want to break that stigma. So the fact that you've had that you've worked in that, you know what I mean? You've had your faith the whole time, and you worked in with this plant medicine that God put here for us. Your faith, man. I can't say nothing for you, man. Your faith kept you, and now this brand and your story and everything you doing is gonna change the world, man. So we appreciate you, brother, for being a soldier, for not snitching, for you, Evelyn, and I want to get Evelyn on as well and have her story. But just
she got a story to tell.
I know. I've been trying. I've been sending her messages to try to get her on. So hopefully we get her on this season as well. But yeah, man, definitely. I like to just.
You gotta hear from Natalia. Natalia almost lost her life in there, so you gotta.
Let's get. Hey, you know what? If we can get both of them, man, on. You tell them that we need them both on the show, man. We can set up an interview for both of them. It ain't no problem.
Okay, perfect.
All right, that's a bet, brother. Appreciate you, man. Last Prison Project, 40tons.co, Corvain Cooper. Y'all follow all of these things and y'all get involved. get active. Help us out to get these people free, man. It's 40,000 people that's still locked up for some bullshit. So let's get this thing started.
And tell them to go on the GoFundMe. Tell them that $1, if a million people gave $1, that's $1 million. So a dollar is not too cheap.
That's it. Go to that GoFundMe.
Goes towards tissue. $1 goes towards everything. It goes towards food. The kids need everything.
Indeed.
We need everything.
Indeed. Help out, man. And contribute. Each one teach one, and be blessed, man. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good one. Oh, thank everybody who came back. We had a big idea that we were going to have a big show, and technical difficulties threw us off. I don't know what the heck is going on with the live, because it was letting me, like, I can bring in some people, but some people I just can't. So I don't know. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, join us next week, and join us in 2 weeks. I hope we don't have no technical difficulties. We have a big show coming up as well. Evelyn, we'd like to get you on as well, so maybe we can contact each other and try to set up a date. But yeah, man, appreciate you all. God is good. Peace and blessings.